Hi, Kathleen. Mr. Y here, obviously. First of all, I hope you and your family are doing okay through this whole new world we're in here. I don't know what this is all about, but it's a brave new world, that's for sure. I hope you guys are doing okay. I did get your submission for a 113 staccato study. You did pretty well. I'm going to give you about a 16 right now, but I did want to help you out if you want to try for the retake. We can do retakes, of course. You can do retakes up until the end of the marking period. That's fine. So I thought I'd just give you a couple of pointers, and then if you want to try it again, you can. You don't have to, of course. For Staccato Study 113, what I'm recommending to everybody is that they actually start with the second half of the song first, the last four measures. That is, for the clarinets, even more important, I think, because you guys have high notes on the first half, which is a little tricky sometimes, but the second half is all low notes, which is kind of cool. So if you can get the second half kind of down first and get it kind of in your brain how it is, then the first half is going to be a little easier too. So let's talk about the second half first. This is starting on measure 5. It starts right where the key signature changes, actually. It goes back to C, the C scale for you, so no sharps or no flats, which is another reason it's easy for clarinets. The rhythm we have here, you were a little unsteady on the rhythm. The rhythm we have here is that same one we had at the beginning of the year when we did, it was called C shanty. Remember that? Bum, 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 bum. Those first three notes in each of these two measures are that one and a kind of rhythm. So if you were to count this rhythm, it would be 1 and a 2 and 3 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and then the rest of it's just eighth notes. So at the very beginning, what you might want to do is focus just on that very first measure, to get that. And it's actually just two notes too, which is kind of nice. C, 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 D, C, D. That's all it is for the first measure, right? So focus your energy, practice on that very first measure. Until you get it really good. You can get a nice good sound all the time. And it is marked forte too, actually. So that's nice. You can play it out really well. Once you've got the first measure down, look at the second measure. Remember, we're in the second half. So this is actually measure 6, I guess, right? Measure 6 would be the same rhythm, but with different notes. This time you have an E and an F. So, and I'm playing them nice and staccato too, you'll notice, okay? It is called Staccato Study, obviously. So you'd focus your energy just on that second measure first, okay, to get it really good. Then go back and put the first two measures on that second line together. So, do that a whole bunch of times. Put those two measures together, get it really good. Okay, now in the third measure, we've got a couple of weird notes. Remember, you've got a G first on that. This is measure, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you've got a G first. That's no fingers, of course, on the clarinet. Pretty easy. The G sharp, remember, is this monster key on the side. We call this the monster key, sometimes called the G sharp key or the A flat key. Okay, so you've got G, then G sharp. Then we go to the A, so your front finger right here, this A right here. Then coming back down, the A flat is that same side key, remember. So you're just going to go back to here. And then you've got a G natural. And then the G sharp, the G flat is the same as F sharp. So it's just this finger right here, just your first finger, not your thumb in the back. Okay. Then in the last measure, it goes to your thumb for the F, and then E, D, C. So all together, check it out. G, G sharp, A flat, G, G flat, F, and then E, D, C. So those last two measures all put together is going to be. Now in this one, you may want to focus your energy even more and just do two notes at a time. That would be cool. You could do. Then maybe do 3. Then add another one. Then add another one. It's almost like you're going up the stairs and then back down, right? It sounds kind of cool that way. So once you get that whole second line put together, check it out. Now, bonus points. Did you notice what I did with the dynamics there too? It does start forte at the beginning of that line and then goes to piano by the end of it. There's a decrescendo at the end. Okay, so that's the second line of the song. What I'm going to suggest you do is really get good at the second line of the song first. Okay, I'm going to shoot you another video in a couple of minutes about the first half of the song. Okay, you'll notice when I do it, it is exactly the same rhythm, and in fact, it's got the same melody to it too. It's just in a different key, so it's in higher notes. But it's exactly the same melody, which is kind of cool. But like I said, I think if you're going to do a retake on this, I think probably you ought to get really good at the second half of the song first. Okay? That'll be a good thing. Okay, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Bye-bye.